this video, I'm going to be talking about squares. Now, in construction, when someone says square, they're not talking about an equilateral rectangle. When someone says square in construction, we're talking, they ask, is something square? They're asking if it's 90 degrees, okay? That's what they mean. So you have to get that out of your head. Square in construction does not mean the box, the square. It means 90 degrees. Something square, they want to know if it's 90 degrees. Is that square? Is that corner square right there? They want to know if it's 90 degrees. And I have different square. Now, I have different squares in front of me. Really, three different types of squares, different sizes. They all have something in common. They all have one 90-degree angle on them. First one is what's called a carpenter square. And a lot of these squares you could do more than one thing with. Measuring 90 degrees is only one of them you can do. This is a carpenter square. So after you do, that's 90 degrees. And it has a bunch of numbers, and it also have rulers on them. You have one metric and one in inches. On both sides. And they do a lot of things with this carpenter square. They cut stairs, roofs. You can measure angles with this using the Pythagorean theorem. So that's the carpenter square. Next one up is what we know this by is called the speed square. There's a small one, this is the big one, but they're both called speed squares. They have this edge on them. And you put it right up against the side, and you just mark right that, and you know that's straight. That's 90 degrees. Right there, that's perpendicular to each other. In addition to that, you can measure angles, or you can measure slope. There's a ruler over here on this one. It goes 1 through 12 inches. This one over here on this smaller one goes 1 through 6 inches right here. But they are both speed squares. We call them. A lot of times the smaller one, you just use it. You want to measure a straight line. You just do it with this right here. Like I said, you put it up right there, up against this straight side. Mark it with your pencil, and you know that's 90 degrees. It gives you a good cut line to work with. The last square I have right here is what's known as the drywall T-square. So if you're cutting drywall and you want to have a straight line, you know that's 90 degrees. And you can just mark it right there, and that's going to give you a straight line. This also has the ruler on it. It's 48 inches that way. A drywall T-square is 48 inches because drywall is usually 48 inches wide. That's why you have it like that. So to review with squares, when we say square in construction, we mean 90 degrees. This is a carpenter square. Smaller version. This is a speed square, and this is a drywall square. And that's it.